Epping, a traditional market town in Essex, Great Britain, with a population of 12,000 people, a tight-knit community, beautiful landscapes, but recently, things turned ugly when the Bell Hotel began operating as a hotel for illegal migrants, and one of the illegal migrants from the hotel went into the community and sexually assaulted a schoolgirl. And these are images of the man here. His name is Hadush Kebatu. He's a 38-year-old illegal migrant from Ethiopia. He came into the UK illegally on a boat. He was placed into a migrant hotel, and within the space of 9 days, he went into the community and sexually assaulted a schoolgirl. And this is the first picture of him here, and this is also another image of him here. Now, the official report from BBC News says man denies sexual assaults in town. The 38-year-old man was remanded in custody after a hearing in Colchester on Thursday. A man has denied committing 3 sexual assaults in 2 days in Essex. Hadush Gebrselassie Kebatu, an asylum seeker from Ethiopia, is accused of offences in Epping on Monday and Tuesday, 8 days after he arrived in the UK by boat. The 38-year-old defendant of High Epping Road, Epping, was remanded in custody after the hearing at Colchester Magistrates Court on Thursday. He also denied charges of inciting a girl to engage in sexual activity and harassment without violence. Rachel Pickett, defending, said, "I believe he is here as a refugee or asylum seeker and that he arrived informally on a boat." So Mr. Kebatu travelled illegally from Ethiopia into the UK on an illegal boat, was placed up in a hotel by our taxpayers, and within the space of 8 days, he sexually assaulted a schoolgirl. Now, because of this sexual assault against the schoolgirl, local fathers, local mothers, families came to the hotel and protested outside of the Bell Hotel because of what happened.
There are women and children, literally hundreds of people here at the Bell Hotel in Epping. Hundreds. I've seen people in wheelchairs, nans, granddads. Obviously, there's a lot of men. Look, at the end of the day, when schoolgirls are getting harassed and potentially attacked on the streets of any town, the men will come out and the men will try to defend their children. Look, so far I have not seen any trouble. There was tension because of the so-called anti-racism lot, but so far so good. The police, I've got to commend Essex Police. Essex Police have had this under control. The officers have come and spoke to me. I'm nothing to do with this protest, but they've worked with everyone. They've been polite to everyone, and they've got rid of the so-called anti-racism lot that were calling everyone Nazis and were calling everyone fascists and far right. You know, that was the only trouble there was going to be, because they were spoiling for a fight. Hopefully now the message is clear to that hotel. We want that hotel shut down. It should not be a migrant hotel. There is a school hundreds of metres away. That must not be. Who did the risk assessment? Come on. There's been so many problems over the years with the people that have been in there and the school kids and women. It's got to stop. Come on.
Now, despite this being a peaceful protest, counter-protestors actually came to the protest and began shouting and screaming to the protesters, calling them racists and fascists and refugees welcome, etc. So this protest, it did start out peacefully, but things escalated.
See that bald one over there behind the copper? He is an absolute nonce. He's got kids locked up. I would fucking dirty little ball. Absolute filth. That one there in the Adidas top. What a nonce. Absolute nonce. And that one there. Fucking disgusting people. Look at them.
Now, things actually got so tense that the police had to remove the left-wing counter-protesters away from the protest and back onto their bus. And as they was getting back onto their bus, things escalated and a scuffle actually erupted between people.
Oh mate, he looks like a proper nonce, that one. Look at him, fucking dirty animals. Absolute filthy animals. Look at him. Look at his helmet. Look at his helmet. Pino! What are you all smiling for? They're touching kids. Get him, that's the nonce. That one.
You dirty nuts! No, dirty nuts! You're bleeding!
Oh, what's the matter, mate? What's that on your head? What's that on your head? You've been cut. You've been cut, have you? Hey? You little fucking faggot. You've been cut. Hey?
You dirty nonsense! You protecting pedos!
Yes, you dirty paedophile.
You dirty nonsense!
Folding.
Give me them signs! Hey! Give me them signs! Hey! Give me them signs! Give me the fucking signs!
Stand next to each other, yeah? We're not standing.
I'm not standing, I'm walking. Fuck off out of Epping. Why are you pushing me? You're fucking protecting nonsense. Wake up. Fucking nonsense. Stand back. Yeah, mate, you grabbed the other gate. Straight away, you grabbed the other gate. Where you go? Where you
Oh, mate, that ball cunt, that ball nonce from fucking Oh, mate, you fucking flattered him big time.
Fuck the signs off. Don't want you anymore. I got no signs now, have you? Well, they can call that it's fuck off!
Nah, you got hiding that geezer there, the fucking nonce.
You dirty tranny.
Look at him, look at him.
No wonder you're right. You can't even fucking suggest your own gender.
Oh, look, what's the matter, mate? Look tired.
For us, Baldy. We don't care for London. This ain't Ilford, mate. This is Epping.
Shut up, you dirty little creature.
This ain't Ilford. This is Epping. We don't want them around here. Fuck that. Right, it's just
Oh, mate,
So yeah, this is the red bus. You just saw the red bus on the right there, and this is the police escorting the counter-protesters back on their bus to what appears to be Lufton, it said on the front of the bus there. Now for me, I don't really get why the counter-protesters are showing up and calling people racist, because this protest, it's not about racism. It's about an illegal migrant that sexually assaulted a schoolgirl who was living in that hotel. That is what people's problem is with. If you take the racism out of the equation, it literally boils down to the fact that an illegal migrant has sexually assaulted a schoolgirl. That's what this is all about. By showing up to the protest and counter-protesting, etc., it just undermines the issue, which is a sexual assault against a schoolgirl. You're just distracting people's attention from the issue at hand. What people really should be doing is focusing their attention and their energy on this illegal migrant that sexually assaulted a schoolgirl, and also focusing your attention on this hotel for housing illegal migrants and bringing illegal migrants into the country, most of which are coming into the country illegally, many of which have criminal offences in their own country. They've committed many crimes in their own country against women and children, etc., and then they come to the UK and try to get away with it here. So that is what this is really about. The British people need to stop clashing against each other and start coming together and actually focus your energy on the real problems, which in this case, it's an illegal migrant that sexually assaulted a schoolgirl. But yeah, Adam Brooks, who is a great reporter in the UK, he gave his assessment of the situation outside of the Bell Hotel. He gave a full breakdown, and he also relayed some thoughts and opinions from the locals, parents, mothers, fathers, etc., their feelings towards this migrant hotel and the illegal migrant sexually assaulting a schoolgirl in the local area. Make sure you check out Adam's content on Twitter as well. It's ESSEX PR. He is a great broadcaster and independent reporter from the UK.
There's a dark side to this hotel. Over the last few years, I've been reporting on the mayhem that a lot of these migrants are causing, not just in the high road, but in the forests and in the local area. But I'm contacted by many worried mums and women in the area, and dads too, about how some of these migrants are being very inappropriate and saying some very sexually charged things to local schoolgirls and local women. Look, only yesterday, and I'm going to have to say alleged, because I don't believe he's been charged yet. But a 38-year-old man who I believe was staying here at the Bell Hotel in Epping was arrested for sexually assaulting a schoolgirl in Epping High Road. Now, I've had multiple messages and multiple pictures of this man sent to me, none of which I'm going to put up yet because I don't think I can legally. But it shows a big picture. Migrants coming across the channel illegally, we have no idea where they're actually born, they lie. We have no idea of their age because they lie. And we have no idea if they have any criminal histories at all. Some of these could be murderers, rapists and paedophiles. And we've seen those crimes in the country already. We've actually had terrorists arrested, we've had paedophiles, we've had murders emanating from these sort of hotels. And the general crime in the areas that these hotels are skyrocketing. And why should leafy suburbs like Epping have to put up with foreign men, dangerous foreign men in many cases, walking amongst their children and their school children, their wives, their mothers and their sisters? This government is actively working against the people of this country, and the worst thing is that we're actually paying for it. We are funding them to be next door, fed 3 times a day. We are funding their healthcare, their dentistry. We are funding psychiatric support, mental health support. We are funding, in many cases, taxis and local services for these people. And amongst them are some very dangerous and very sexually charged men from foreign countries that cannot behave around our young women and our young girls.
So yeah, great report there from Adam Brooks. Make sure you check out his content. But this is a serious situation. In this case here, a 38-year-old illegal migrant snuck into the UK on a boat and within a space of 8 days sexually assaulted a girl. And really, if you're fleeing war and looking for asylum and refuge in a brand new country that gives you a house, gives you money, food, clothing and shelter, and then you sexually assault a girl within a space of 8 days, something is seriously wrong there. This is a major issue, and it's not a one-off case, it's not an isolated incident. There are literally tons of videos on social media, on Twitter, on Instagram, on YouTube, of illegal migrants sexually assaulting women, attacking people. There's tons of content now. This shit is spreading like wildfire, and it cannot be hidden anymore. It's all coming out now. It's coming to the forefront, and people are starting to see it, and people are starting to realize. And this is why a lot of these migrant hotels, they're actually being shut down now. But yeah, that is my thoughts on the situation. If you enjoyed the content, consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.